Nearly 128 million adults in the United States struggle with presbyopia, an age-related vision loss that makes it hard to see things close up. The FDA has recently approved eye drops for presbyopia that could change everything. Viz eye drops developed by Lens Therapeutics represents a breakthrough in presbyopia treatment. Viz is the first eye-based treatment approved for presbyopia in the United States. The approval follows extensive clinical research showing impressive results lasting up to 10 hours. So now, instead of using contacts or glasses, you can put eye drop in the morning and have perfect vision all day long. What do you think of this, John?
So, yeah, sorry, it's aceclidine, just FYI.
Thank you.
So I think this is cool. So just to kind of put this into perspective on, like, just to make it simple on how it works. So think of your eye pupil like a camera aperture. And so how Viz works is it shrinks your pupil to create what's called the pinhole effect, which is the same phenomenon that lets you see more clearly when you squint or look through a tiny hole. So by contracting the pupil to less than 2 millimeters, Viz can extend your depth of focus, allowing you to see both near and far objects clearly without the blurry compromise of traditional presbyopia treatments. I think this is cool. So unlike existing eye drops that can cause distance vision problems, brow heaviness, or only work for a few hours, Viz is specifically designed to avoid these issues. It targets only the pupil, which is the iris muscle, while leaving the focus muscle, which is the ciliary muscle, largely alone. So this means you get improved near vision without sacrificing distance vision or experiencing the side effects that made previous drops impractical for many people. What's cool about this is this, I think, is coming out in October of 2025. So this isn't just research like, this isn't like it still needs to go through clinical trials. I think this is ready to be released. What are your thoughts on this, Craig? Is this something that you would use?
I might use it. I am not a fan of contact lenses. I don't like putting anything in my eye, but I have a heart. Like when I say I don't like putting anything in my eye, I don't like eye drops either. But I could get used to it. I think I had issues with my eyes in the past, and now I can't deal with it. So, okay, let me explain. I had a metal sliver in my eye, and I had a doctor freeze it with drops and take a metal needle and scrape my eye to get the metal sliver out. And your eye is open watching him do it. It was just, oh, yeah. So I've got issues with putting things in my eye now, and it's my own issue. I'm sorry I had to share it, but you had to understand my.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
It's a little different than normal. So the benefits begin within 30 minutes. They peak at 1 to 2 hours and last up to 10 hours. Only 1.3% of people experience mild irritation, 1.1% dim vision, and 0.7% headaches in the trials. They tracked 683 participants over 30,000 treatment days with excellent safety results. So this is very interesting. I like where it's going to be able to, just put eye drops and go. I think it'll make it more available to people. I think we just need a little bit more information on who or what type of people would be affected by the irritation or the headaches and that kind of stuff. So we could, know that kind of thing. This is great, but
yeah, what I'm worried about is the long-term effects. Because you're doing something that's not natural to your body. You're forcing your eyes to do something. You're tricking them. I don't know if you're tricking them or if you're just, I don't know. I'm worried about the long-term effects of this. That's my concern, right?
Absolutely. Like when you talk about doing something like this that doesn't affect the whole eye, just the pupil, you don't get the zoomed in effect. You don't get a lot of these other aspects. You got to wonder what the long-term effect of this. And this is sample distribution begins, like you said, October 2025, and full availability mid-November 2025. So we're not talking about far away. You'll be able to order this probably next month and start playing with it. And the market benefit, more than 128 million potential patients in the United States. And I think that number is probably smaller, is lower than
this. Oh, for sure. Because you have all these people that don't say anything, right? So And you know what, it's reasonably priced. So from what I read, it's positioned to be priced around $79 to $80 per month for direct physician ordering. So it's preservative free though, and it's got single use vials. So it does kind of address concerns about chronic exposure to preservatives, which can cause ocular surface toxicity with long-term use. So that is one thing that kind of they've eliminated, which is great. But yeah, price point's good. They're not looking to gouge people, which I like. But I'm just, yeah, my concern is longevity, right? But there is, so Viz is entering a market that's currently dominated by Vuity, VUITY. I don't know if you heard of that one, which was the first FDA-approved presbyopia eye drop. It came out in 2021, but the key differentiators are that Vuity provides approximately 6 hours of effect and requires multiple daily doses for substantial benefit, while Viz offers up to 10 hours of efficacy with only one daily dosing. Also, Vuity's dual action on both iris and ciliary muscles can cause accommodation-induced myopia and making distance vision temporarily worse, which is a significant limitation for many patients. So, before we were talking about what Viz actually does. But this is cool. I'm excited for this. I know a lot of people who use cheaters, those cheap glasses that you buy at the drugstore. This is significantly more expensive than that. But hey, if it works and you don't have to worry, like you just put them in the morning and then you're good for the day, then I think this is, and it doesn't have long-term effects. I think this is great.
Yeah, we'll have to see. You talked about the price, but since it is going through prescription, that means multiple people will be getting their hands on it. So
It'll skyrocket.
Yeah. How's it going to? So, and we'll have to.
Sorry, $79 to $80 in Europe.
Fair enough, right?
Yeah.
It just is what it is. I love this concept. We do have to look at the long-term safety effects and what it means. But less reduced dependence on corrective lenses, no need to carry reading glasses everywhere, easier to read during difficult lighting situations, and more confidence in social situations. And I guess you can feel like you put off the aging process as you get over 40. I mean, your eyes start to not do what they used to. You can start just putting these drops in and still pretend like you're a young person.
Yeah. So I think that's great. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, let us know what you think about these drops, and how would you be jumping in and using? Do you want to wait to see what the long-term efficacy and side effects are, or is this something you would embrace right away? I'd love to hear your feedback. So, what do you got going on, John?
Yeah, so coming out in September, definitely gearing up for Elevate. I know you're a partner with Elevate, aren't you, Craig?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So definitely we'll be doing something during the Elevate week, probably a Flowgrammer event, if nothing else. They're a partner of ours. Definitely go out and check it out. There's a lot of great events going on related to Elevate. I said great events, sessions, program. Check out their schedule. Check out all the different lines of programs and stuff. There's always good things there. So definitely go check out Elevate. And check out Toronto Starts for our startup drinks, our startup investor drinks, and our Flowgrammer events where we help people learn how to automate things in their business. And John, if people need funding, where do they go?
Yeah, come find me on LinkedIn. I just posted some news about the Shred program, but come find me on LinkedIn, send me a message, and we'll set up, we'll talk and see if it makes sense to find some non-dilutive funding for you.
Really appreciate everyone taking their time to watch or listen to this week. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you.